All right, so welcome today. What we're going to be doing is having a warm-up that's going to be done with active mobility. So right now I'm just trying to find what is the lowest position I could sit from. And from here on, I'm just going to transition to putting my hands on the floor and going into a plank, all right? I relax my legs, feel the power of my core, and then try to go back into my go-to position and try not to make my knees crack. See, for me, I have to use the assistance of my hands to bring up my legs or push up with my legs, or else my knees crack, right? So I had previous injuries where I did not know how to use my muscles properly, and now you know. So I'm teaching you how to do it. So this is working our mobility, our awareness, and a long career of pain-free performance or pain-free well-being. So here what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare the middle of my hands to accept my body weight, and my toes are taking it too, and I'm letting my abdominal contraction stretch as I feel my shoulder blades in the right intensity. The muscles around my back and shoulder blades, I feel them resisting. I'm squeezing up my bridge, and I'm going to refine whatever seated position I could handle. And then right back to my other side, refine this position, stabilizing posture, and then I feel my back strong as I am stretching a contraction of my abs. I'm not completely letting go, or I'm just letting go of the safety of my back. Let's go with one more each side, and you see I always get to refresh over here and off to the next side. Trying to keep my body weight more in the middle of my hands with my fingers nice and spread. Usually, most people like me will just have it on the back of the hand, not enough. And here's our last one. Strong with my back. Making sure your elbows are fine. And back up, okay? So I got to warm up just about everything except for really my legs, because my legs were being assisted by my hand. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go with a stretch out your leg. All right? And I could bring my hands here to the side. So it's giving a nice stretch here to the side of my abdomen, and I'm getting my leg to have great mobility as well. Then I'm going to use my hands back to the center and do the same thing with the other side. So you can see this as a Spider-Man workout. But for me, it's all about maximum performance. But these are the little details in between our exercises that we don't do that are going to give us problems later on. One more each side. So bring out my hands, and I can really bring out my leg. If someone told me, what are you doing? I'd be like, well, I don't know, it kind of looks like super yoga. Yoga's great, right? I'm just saying, like, there's sometimes prefixed exercises. I just want to kind of like go in towards athletic exercises and yoga. Aware of my mind, my body, respecting it. And I got a good split stretch here, and that was very good for me. Now I want to be able to work my splits in another way. I was kind of like opening. What about the front and back one? So I'm going to use my same position here, and I'm going to try to drive back one leg, let it move back, 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 and at my limit, I touch the floor with my knee. Everyone has a different limit, but my heel here is on the floor, and I'm more on my knee than my back leg. I wouldn't lift my leg like I just did. It rubs basically your knee in the wrong way, because I'm like on the top of the kneecap. Okay? Then how do I get out of this? I just use my hands. See the push back? Find this position here. And now it's going to be my right leg that stays on the floor and the left leg that moves back. It moves back so much as to my heel can make contact with the floor. And then down. Oh my goodness, the bugs are loving me today. I'm almost wishing that this was winter, but I love it. I have to enjoy every moment. I'm never going to get back these moments. I just mean I don't mind it snows tomorrow. All right, nice, beautiful stretch. I feel it, I feel good, and that's what matters, okay? And being able to come back up here. So that was a great way of doing this. So why this is cool is because it's going to help us work mobility that we need. So look at this. How about I practice what I was doing yesterday? I'm going to practice staying close, bring my hands down, and I need to kind of hop over, right? So to do this, keeping my head up, I put my fingers first, and then this leg is going to land first. So they both come off the floor and down here, right? I bring this, both my hands, this leg is going to land first. So they both come off, and then this one lands. Okay, 2 more. You got to watch for your lower back here. It could be bent out of shape. And perfect. Okay, great. So now we're going to be working with the mobility of the back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stay with the floor to do this. I'm going to push back here, trying to get the mobility of my back in one way, and trying to stay on top of my feet and reach for the other one here. I'm feeling more of my body weight on the palms of my hand, the back of my hand. On the next one, I'm going to try using more the middle of my hand for this. So I replace my hands. That's better. That's better. I feel that my body weight spread on all my fingers, especially the middle of my hand and back. My knees are not touching the floor. You could have your knees touching the floor. The goal is to feel balanced here, as if you're going to watch a movie. The bugs are loving me, and beautiful. Okay, so another thing I'm going to practice from this position is just trying to feel the nice, beautiful control of my core when I am in a angled position. So right now I'm going to kind of look back and drive out my leg. I could bring it down, back up. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Look the other way, bring out my leg. Can I go down? Can I go higher, center, and back down? We're going to do 4 more in total. I drive it right out, down, up, center. 3 more. Out, down, higher, center, out, down, higher, center, and 1 more. Out, down, higher, center, and perfect. And why I'm doing this is not because I believe to have long hair one day in one of those commercials in slow motion. It's really just because the bugs are attacking me. All right, so next thing we're going to practice, coming soon. We only have 2 minutes left for today. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to practice to turn from the standing position into my stretch and back up. Okay, so remember, I'm in a standing position. I'm trying to open up, see? Open up to my turn. I find my floor. I'm in my stretch position. But from my stretch, how do I get up? Hips up first, and I bring back my leg. Okay? Open, see? Find the distance I want. Stretch out my leg as I wish. Hips back up, and then I could bring back my leg. Center, my other side. Find my stretch, because it's delicate. Hips back up, fix my back. Bug went right in my eye. So now I'm gonna have one eye closed till the end of this session, all right? So completely open, find the distance that you want. Those bugs were asking for it, but they got what they wanted. So my hips first, my back, and I could bring it back up, okay? My eye is good. Open, find the distance that you want. See, I slide into it. So it's just learning to recognize what you just worked on as you're doing something more athletic. So, right here, hips up, back, and we're good, okay? So this will be very useful when you're coming down. If you want to come back up, you're coming down, You want to come back up or back up. It's just beautiful stuff. So that's our session for today. I hope you enjoyed different ways that we could work on our mobility. Until then, I wish you a wonderful day. Until the next class. Ciao.